dumbass thought that, but there are a lot of
CP squared has 51 degrees of freedom, making
on the way home. I got hungry and I ate it.
We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this waitress comes up.
It would be rude not to eat her pie, which I assume is not only hot, but also moist. Although, hopefully not. Ironic, isn't it? It would be rude not to eat her pie, which I assume is not only hot, but also moist. Are you insane? Maybe some mild post-traumatic stress disorder,
But he drinks a lot, so...
So yeah, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. Would you close your eyes? I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road. Close your eyes. I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road. I'm scared if I stop all at once, the cumulative hangover will literally kill me. Would you say we'd be venturing into a zone of danger? Would you say we'd be venturing into a zone of danger? Oh my God! You killed a hooker!
Call girls!
No, Cyril, when they're dead, they're just hookers. Oh my God! You killed a hooker!
Call girls!
No, Cyril, when they're dead, they're just hookers. Ironic, isn't it? Which I assume is not only hot, but also moist. Although. Are you insane? Maybe some mild post-traumatic stress disorder, but
But he drinks a lot, so...
So yeah, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. Are you insane? Maybe some mild post-traumatic stress disorder.
But he drinks a lot.
So yeah, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. Handle. When they're dead, they're just hookers. The thermostat's becoming sentient. Oh God, that's how maximum overdrive started. That's how maximum overdrive started. Would you close your eyes? I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road. Close your eyes. I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road.
Danger zone. Danger zone.
I'm scared if I stop all at once, the cumulative hangover will literally kill.
All right, folks, here we go.
Talking on a butt phone, on a butt phone, talking on a butt phone, on a butt phone, talking on a butt phone, on a butt phone, talking on a butt phone, on a butt phone.
All right, there is that. I'm gonna move this to a new window and then pull it down. So give me just 1 millisecond. All right, folks, here we go with another drunken news report. And that song is you know,
Grin, grin, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
exactly. Here we go with a disclaimer.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead. You're stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, you're stupid. All right, folks. Here we blow. Let's bring in our co-host.
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
And welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How was you?
I am well. I have a bunch of surprise things to go over, and if you've not voted in the poll, please go ahead and do that. But to start this off, to make us laugh, let's say hello to the side of my chats. And then if anybody wants to join us that didn't get a link, go ahead, let us know. We post in the handbook.
Link is just in the Discord.
Okay, well, did you send it to people themselves?
Yeah, I did that when only L showed up, but L had to go. Real life shit, you know.
Yep. So it is Drunk Wednesdays. So if you'd like to buy me a shot so that I can get more drunk while we go over these topics, that would be awesome. That sucks, Commander. Hopefully you get that figured out. We've got an Ollie Min. We've got an Al. We have Tiny.
Ooh, a Tiny. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And from skits, I got just some excuses like yesterday it was like, oh, I don't have internet, and like this week, like not or today now it's like, oh yeah, now I got internet, but now I'm stuck at work. Yeah, right. Just
yeah. All right, and then we have the Reader of Pain, a Captive Desk, a Harry of the Warp, the Peach Phone. Yeah, I like that works. Yeah, butt phone, totally butt phone.
Calling on the butt.
Okay, Commander. Whenever anybody can make it in, of course.
Yeah.
And then Schismo Crasher says hello, and here is their commercial. Because they are the Stream Pervs sponsor. Let's see if there's anybody. It looks like we covered everybody. If you're lurking, go ahead and say hello. If not, it's okay to lurk. We don't mind. So I just found this out the other days, and of course, in the Ozarks is a place called. I'm not going to ruin it for you. So here we go. Oh, I got to click on. I probably had to click on the video for it to play, right? And so let's go to this, and then I'll share it, and then I'll share. There we blow. Okay. Audio. Okay. There is a place called. Well, let's just have them tell us. Glory Hole Falls in the Ozarks.
Okay.
number 2 of today's adventure. We've already got the first video, Pam's Grotto, in the can, ready to go. So now,
okay, we're just gonna get to it. So this is what it looks like. Come on, Beavis.
this is actually a pretty awesome day.
This is the Glory Hole Falls in the Ozarks. It's a huge water hole. Oh my god! And of course, I'm gonna say it this way: the Hicks in the Ozarks. Of course, they motherfucking called squirting a hole in the rocks the Glory Hole Falls. Of course they did.
Yeah. Hey, Slim. So would you.
Of course, no. I mean, like I said, I'm not downputting that at all. Okay, hold on. Let's get to
Skits. You at it again? You fucking cunt.
Oh, is he giving?
He's giving memberships again. He's giving memberships again.
If you become a member, please say thank you to Skits. Yeah, that hole sees a lot of action for sure. There's a lot of squirting going on. So if you became a member, here is the member video.
Awesome, Skitsy man.
Yes.
Ooh, now we got a tiny member.
Awesome. Sweet. All right. So let's blow on to yes. And if you become a member, you can put in all of these thingy-mabobbers, all of the emojis that I have made for us for the different subjects and for all the different thingy-mabobbers that we go over. So let's go over this subject first, and then we'll look at the poll. So if you've not voted in the poll, please vote in the poll and let us know what you want to see next. But here we go with the cake in a can vending machine.
Cake.
I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Yes. Yeah. I know it's a little confusing until you see. There's a vending machine that you can actually buy canned cake in. It was baked with fresh ingredients, but who knows how long it's been in there. So here's like the.
It was fresh when it was put in the can. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There's like 7 different flavors, I think, in this one. And it's $11.80 for one of these. I don't know if all of them are. So this one is $9.80. Okay, so it does vary in the different thingy-mabobbers prices.
Ooh, mango.
Yeah, we got a mango.
It's got to be
mango
good.
and cake and fresh cream. Yeah, I like fresh cream with my mango. Anyways, let's go on to somebody actually trying it. I believe there is audio in this, but maybe I don't know. We'll see. So it comes with a little spoon. And you pull off the top like that. And okay, so it's not going to give us the pleasure that I wanted of them telling us.
That ain't no can. That's a piece of plastic.
The can was made out of can, I thought.
No, it was see-through, I think. In the last bit you.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It
so
was
that's not even actually a can.
So yeah, then it's. But anyways, a canned cake vending machine. So it looks like we're still at the motorcycle at 40%, floating bathtub, spiral contact lenses, and then CBD infused tampons. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the thingy here, because I was gonna go over something else, but I feel like it looks like it just changed a tiny bit as well. I think somebody just voted just in the right amount of time. Where is the thingy that says the thingy? Why am I not seeing that?
The thingy that says the thingy. I don't know.
Where it tells us the
thingy.
results.
Just in the side chat, side of my chat. Now it's also in the private chat.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, it doesn't show up in the chat here.
No, but I was looking at it in the popped out chat.
Right.
That's the only way for me to look at it.
In the cherry pop chat. Oh, never mind.
We're still gonna. I'm still gonna go with that same thing. It feels like there's not very many people that are enthused in the CBD infused tampons as I was. So we'll do that one last.
Also very interesting.
Yes.
But
yeah. Especially if you have a lady in your life that goes through not fun times.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
that stuff and things. So let's go ahead and let's play this part of it first. I'm gonna make sure we're speeded up, and I will share.
Did you consume any narcotics? No, I put it in my pussy.
Yes, exactly. Yes. We're gonna go over how they have been doing research on it for a couple years now, I believe, and they say that it's a very, very positive thing. It actually relieves the cramps and the things and the stuffs and the
it probably does, yeah.
The pain and yeah. So no, not at all, Skits. 48 cylinders for a motorcycle. That's not too No, it fucking totally is. It's fucking insane. And the only reason we're talking about this actually was made in the 1960s or something. They're going to tell us, but it just went into auction in the UK last month or something. And we'll go over all of that stuff in just a second. So here we blow with what exactly this is first, and then watching them start it and drive it. And then we'll go over why this popped up back in the news again. I'm actually going to go ahead and speed it up one more time. And if it's too fast, everybody let me know. But let's see this.
Tinker Toy. I've been building special one-off bikes for quite a long time before the 48 cylinder. The first special I built was in 1985. I started this project. It was actually a 5-year program, but I did about 85% of the work in the last 12 months, which was quite traumatic for me. Well, the Kawasaki Triples Rally is where it all started. I've been going there since 1985 every year.
So he's been building motorcycles for a long time, and then he just decided to.
And every now and again, someone would turn up on a hybrid Kawasaki Triple, which I like the look of. So shortly after that, about 1987, I built a 4-cylinder Triple. That then went into a triple, which had 9 cylinders.
A 4-cylinder triple, and then he said he had triple. So that it would be 12 or 14 or something like that in the cylinders, because we're talking about a triple. So there's 3 in each one of those, and there's 3 of them. So 9. Yeah, 9 cylinders at this point.
And then I built the inline 7 triple, and then I built an H2R replica. And in a way, this bike was the bike to end all of that.
So this is the 40...
It's called Tinker Toy.
48-cylinder motherfucking motorcycle.
Which I got the name from the Dutch Air Museum, which was the name of a flying fortress in the Second World War. It's quite a famous story. Although those flying fortresses were given names, this one was called Tinker Toy, which is actually the American version of Meccano. So it's sort of come full circle, the name. It's not made for speed. It's not really made for power. It was made to get in the Guinness Book of Records. It's got to be able to do about 120, 30 miles an hour.
Oh, it's not made to be fast, but it goes 120 to 30 miles an hour. No, that's not fast.
Nope.
I'm sure what he's really talking about or speaking of is it takes it a gazillion years to get up to that speed. So once again, like he was saying, it's not made to actually like race and or be writable like on the street just regularly. But yeah, no, 49 would have been excessive. Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
The cylinders off a KH250, which was the most prolific Kawasaki triple they made, so the parts were pretty easy to get hold of and quite cheap.
Excuse me, pardon me.
The whole exhaust system.
All right, so what we're gonna do is, unless you're a motorhead,
awesome thing.
Yeah, unless you're a motorhead, everything he's gonna explain, you're not gonna understand. But what I do want to show is, I thought this one had where where he starts it up. So let's watch it being started and being driven before we get to the next part.
I've started it on numerous occasions. It's a little bit tricky to ride, but before we brought it here to this museum's
No
final
way,
resting
it's
place for
tricky
now,
to ride?
I did ride it. If anybody wants to make me a serious offer on this,
it's not very writable. Jesus Christ. All right, so why we're speaking about this is because of I believe this tells us it.
Good evening, folks. Prepare yourselves for a wild ride in the world of motorcycles, as we bring you a record-breaking creation that's turning heads and breaking conventions. I'm excited to introduce the Tinker Toy, a two-wheeled marvel that's not just a motorcycle, it's an engineering feat crafted by Kawasaki enthusiast Simon Whitelock, the Tinker Toy. His earlier creations include the Triple 9-cylinder Kawasaki and the Triple 7, a motorcycle with 7 cylinders in a line, completed in the late 1990s.
Okay,
Building
so this may not say it, but that's okay. It went into auction, I believe, in Britain or in the UK last month or something. I don't remember what it went for or if it actually sold, but that's why this popped up as a thing recently in the media. So if I'm sure Harry Warp or somebody will let us know if they found out what it went for. It may have not gone up for auction. It may just be in the auction queue. I don't know yet. I don't remember. But anyways, let's go on to the floating bathtub.
Floating bathtub. That also sounds interesting.
Yes.
This is the craziest tub I've ever seen in my life. It is literally floating, and in a second, I'm going to show you how it works. First, let's cover the details. It's made out of carbon fiber. It is mounted to the ceiling with these steel rods, so it looks like a hammock, and check this out. We have the tub filler on this side, valves right here, and when you turn it on, it starts filling the tub. Now, in order to drain it, you just hit the drain, and it goes down into the floor. Seriously, craziest tub I've ever seen in my life.
That is, it is a fun gimmick, but how are you gonna adjust those knobs when you're in the bathtub?
It's redonkulously silly and it doesn't really make sense. So I mean, it's cute, but I see
more in your house and in your second bathroom to show off, and then every day you go to the regular bathtub to take a bath. Because that's not something you're gonna do every fucking day. And like, how are you gonna wash yourself in that thing?
There's a couple interesting videos of people doing that, but I'm gonna suggest you all going out and looking that up for yourselves. Bathing.
Indeed, like it's not gonna be able to fill up that much. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, it's more like a wet hammock. It's not like a bathtub.
Whammock.
Yeah, because like literally, I don't know how you're gonna wash yourself or do anything, and like
Or wash
I
your
don't know
sister.
how or wash
Oh,
your
sorry.
sister sauce. Anyways, I don't know how much it swings and other things. It's a very interesting, weird concept that yeah, well, that's exactly rich people. It's just rich people does dumb things besides loving to defy gravity. That's why they make the endless pool and a handful of other weird
Oh,
fucking
but those endless
uh,
pools, oh, those are fucking awesome.
yeah, totally. But it's definitely rich people that fucking had it designed or somebody designed it for them. But those are actually amazing, especially if you are a swimmer that's training and or that's how you want to do your workout. Because the great thing about water workouts is there's less impact on your joints while you're still moving your
Yeah.
muscles and doing things. So if you do have like a bum knee or you have bum elbow, shoulder, blah blah blah, whatever, hip,
Or you're like Slim and you're just a bum.
or exactly, or if you're just like me, then water sports, I mean water workouts are a
Giggity.
great thing. That's why
Giga fucking D.
yeah, that's why it's like the YMCA and the Boys and Girls Club and those thingamabobbers, they have, if they have a pool, they have a I'm gonna say it this way, and I don't know if I'm putting it right, but an elderly swim program for exercising, right? And so they literally like 3 days a week, or if not maybe more, they will have a time where it's adult swim, but it's literally
Ooh,
exercising
adult
with
swim.
yeah. Hi, Commander. How are you doing?
Commander?
Oh, all right. It just cost me $70 fucking to get this show on the road, but
What power source failed on the computer?
the power went out today,
Oh, okay.
and I don't trust this outlet to power the computers directly because it fried expensive computers in the past, and this house is shit as far as electric goes. So
Yeah,
Okay.
like we always say, do not, and I'm sure Brainless knows this, or hopefully has heard this, and if not, I'm sure as soon as I say it, you'll agree. Do not trust the electrician before you work. Always go and turn off the breakers. Always go and make sure you pull the big red handle or whatever before you start working on something, because you never know if somebody wrote what things go to what, and if they even knew, and if they did it right, and then there could be cross wires or some other weird crazy thing. So yeah,
I always have my wires crossed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, no, I totally understand.
Yeah.
Not trusting the electrical, especially in old houses. I don't remember where you are exactly, but there are a lot of cases where people built their own houses back in the 1930s and 50s and stuff, and they did not code it right.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, it's annoying that I'm not like allowed to work over there.
Yeah.
Because then like I'd say like, oh,
And my
I'll take a trip and help a couple of friends out.
Yeah. Go ahead, Commander. You were breaking up a tiny bit, but let us know when you're back. And so let's get into the next thingamabobber, and this is spiral scratches on contact lenses can be turned into. Oh, there's Mama's. Okay, well,
Mama.
you just chill and relax and listen to the idiocracy that we. Well, it's not this stream is where we actually go over like real technologies and real cool and fun stuff. So all the other fucking streams that we do that are about insanity and idiocracy and stuff.
making fun of stupid shite.
Exactly.
Yeah, stupid
that's
shit.
That's mainly what most of the other streams are about, for sure. This one I like
what
because
all
we
of
actually show. Well, this one we actually show more of like real technologies or something that helps people with their
Yeah.
existence. Usually with this, just like what we're about
The
ready to
other
go
ones
over
are
with this.
fun, and this one is interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Or as Jernism would say, interesting.
Interesting. Or Hans Worm had let's get into it or whatever he says. Let's dig in. I don't remember whatever that douche nozzle says. I don't think it's what Hans Worm had. What's the other douche nozzle that I always confuse them with? He's the other weird conspiracy theorist.
Oh yeah, there's one that that is similar to him.
God damn it.
Oh.
He wears the stupid hat and it says like let's investigate, right?
Mom,
Isn't that what he says?
Mom probably knows. Mom always knows best.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird, Tiny, that it's connected with steel rods. So yeah, it may not move, but
yeah, but
the steel rods were the braided rods like they have on telephone poles.
Yeah,
and so I think they're made to
looks like
sway. I think they're it's the roped version of steel rods, and so I think they're made to sway a little bit. I don't know how fucking far. Yeah, there we go. Barnabas and Nagy, that motherfucking idiot. And he goes, let's investigate. Yeah, I was close. I was almost there, unless I did say it. I don't remember, but yeah, okay.
He has that hat that says everything is fake.
Yeah, and he goes, let's investigate after he says his little fucking intro about how he doesn't believe anything is fucking real. And bro, if you just went outside and like touched some grass, got laid, went on a date, did something for the somethings, then oh my Jesus Christ, you would actually figure out that nothing's fucking fake for real, bro. Like we don't live in a, to the best of our knowledge, we don't live in a real matrix. We don't live in this fucking weird simulation. Because you want to know why we kind of know that, or at least my pseudo proof, or like what I will go with as proof is there's not enough glitches. Things go in a certain way that it's like, why would you have made this into a fucking game? Right? There's just weird, nonsensical things, even though I guess that's what NPCs are supposed to be.
Why do flat earthers exist if we live in a matrix? They'd be too irritating and the computer overlords would get rid of them.
Yeah, exactly. There would be a little bit. I have a feeling, and I'm going to do exactly what conspiracy theorists do. I feel like it would be programmed differently. Although I kind of, because of semi-programming and understanding game and things, and I played like a gazillion and have motherfucking video games, let me tell you, way too much time I've spent on those. I don't think it would be exactly like this. The thing about a video game is your memory is a lot better than the ones that we have. Right. And so why would I not remember things better? Or why would, when I go to sleep and I wake up the next level, or when I leveled up, would there not be like more cohesion to it? There's way too much randomness for, I feel like, this to be a stimulation. But hey, who knows? We could be lying in motherfucking beds right now with fucking wires hooked to our heads like the Matrix.
Yeah,
but
maybe like we evolved our VR worlds this much that we ended up like just all in a VR world.
But it's way too random. There's not enough direction per se. Yeah. That's where I feel like it's being lost. Have I played a bunch of fucking like independent underground video games and like they lost the concept of direction in the video game? They give you too many options, or they don't show you enough where to exactly go. But to me, I feel like there's so many different types of people, there's so many different types of jobs, there's so many different types of ways to go about this existence that it seems really natural and real, you know, like maybe, I don't know, but okay, let's see what Mama says. New sunglasses dropped over, of course, on 2 pairs. Okay, that's still a crap ton for 2. and then 400 for each lens. Yeah.
What the?
So that's
what
the
the
American
fuck are we talking about?
eyeglasses. Like
That wasn't
My
for the
mom-
VR. That
My
wasn't for the
mom's
VR
glasses
headset?
actually cost that much because she has astigmatism.
You have turned on your reverb or your robot voice. I didn't know if that was on purpose.
That's cool, but it wasn't what I was expecting. But I just
yeah,
got
no,
here, so what the fuck do I know?
Commander
Commander's hooked up
I mean,
to
you
the
can-
synthesizer.
You can totally leave that on. Like
They're
that was
plugged in.
fucking fun and amazing. I just wanted to let you know if you didn't know that was. Anyways, so
that's
so
cool.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Mama.
Yeah, I fixed it. I'm sorry.
You're totally
Were
fine.
those American dollars? They sounded like Canadian dollars.
My mom's
Anyways.
eyeglasses cost that in American dollars.
So I think my last prescription was like nearly 400, but that was with medium nice frames, not the nicest ones. The middle of the road. They have like I could have saved like $75 if I'd gone to the cheap frames.
Yeah.
But none of them fit my giant head.
Yeah, you've got a big head, Al. Anyways,
it's because you got a lot of got a lot of brains in there.
Well, I mean that might be one explanation, but my head is enormous. I wear an 8 3/4 hat.
What's that in real measurements?
I think it's like
none of us
65
know.
centimeters or something like that.
Okay, all right. So anyways, Mama was also saying that she wears progressive bifocals as well. And so that is a lot in the cost of them.
My wife has those.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask how much they were. She might have not told me on purpose. I'm not sure.
And then
we have some eyeglass benefits, so I should not complain.
No, the rest of the world besides our dumbasses fucking don't have that shit that fucking cover.
Yeah, but that's not government funded. I pay into a program that gives me back.
Yeah,
like that type of thing isn't covered here. That's just I'm lucky enough, and my wife is lucky enough to be allowed to put some of our earned money goes into a program that helps top it up and gives us some help with prescriptions and eyeglasses.
That's called paying off a mafia. That's different.
No, like over here, like the basic insurance here also doesn't cover it. But before I did have coverage for it, that was 10 euros a month extra.
Okay.
And then I could spend 100 euros on glasses. How many months are there in a year?
12. 12
Yes.
months in a year.
So you're
12 times 10 euros.
Were they
that's 120, and I could only take 100 out.
The Greeks celebrate Christmas a month late. I mean, maybe there's one less month in there.
It matters if it's a leap year.
I had to put in more money than I could take out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
Anyways,
and we're not even American here.
The state medical and the things about doctors being paid for type 2. Yeah. That thing. Anyways, let's blow on with it. So hopefully this will be something where like almost everybody and their mom will be able to and grandma will be able to get so they can wear just these contact lenses. And supposedly they do this. Next Thursday is the leap day. Okay. I knew it was kind of coming up. But anyways, let's
Holy shit, really?
This.
Yeah. I mean, February is almost over.
Yep. So here we blow. Watch this.
Spiral scratches on contact lenses can turn them into multifocals. Inscribing a spiral in the center of a contact lens seems to create optical vortices that interact so that the lens provides a clear image of objects at all distances. Lenses featuring...
So what they said at all distances. So if you're nearsighted, if you're farsighted, if you're even, so I don't know all the different ones other than those two, and I'm gonna say even-sighted for the fuck of it. These things supposedly cause any person's type of eye to be able to see at any distance, whether being those other options I said. They're still in the testing phase. We're still going to have it go through blah, blah, blah to get it FDA approved. But it seems like this is multifocal lenses so that almost anybody and their mom can put them in. Mama can put them in, and her kids and everybody else, then they can see with these. So are they going to be expensive at first? Fuck yeah. But give it a couple years once they do come out approved by the different governments and medical associations, then hopefully nobody has to wear glasses anymore.
Oh, hell fucking yeah, because I cannot handle
I hate wearing.
I'm also
I
like
hate-
for my work, it's dusty.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's not gonna be working.
I
and
don't
one
wear
of
my
the-
contacts to work very often because of the amount of dirt and grease and flying stuff.
But what's really annoying is wearing glasses with safety glasses on top of them. What would you rather do?
Yeah,
wear a contact lens and a safety goggle?
I had
or
my glasses made as like the impact resistant lenses. Because it was easier than carrying around all sorts of other weird shit with me. I do have a couple of spare pairs of like just cheap like $20 safety glasses for if somebody's going to get super persnickety, because sometimes they're like, well, I don't believe it because they're your prescription glasses, even though I spent extra to do it.
Yep.
And they like one pair has one marking on it and the other one doesn't have the marking, but the lenses are rated the same as like safety glasses. But what are you gonna do? Some people are just weird.
Yeah,
Well,
no, like
but,
my dad actually had prescription safety glasses.
Yes,
like when you see them, you see they're safety glasses, but they're prescription.
I
my sunglasses.
That was a common thing with machinists.
Yeah, no, exactly, Commander.
Totally makes
When
sense.
About 15 years ago or something, maybe 20 almost this time, I found at a thrift store a pair of glasses that had the side things on it. But when you put on, and then they had the hook around your ear things, and they were machinist glasses. And when I put them on, they were fucking definitely not normal. So they were for, you know what I'm saying, somebody's prescription. But they were so amazing. I think I bought them for $2, and so I just used to put them on my hat on top to sit there because I couldn't wear them. But same difference. But you know how much easier it would be in your life if you. I'm sure they do have that now. I'm pretty sure they do have bifocal safety glasses, but like we're getting at, imagine being able to just put these contact lenses in your eyes, and then you can see even if you're short-sighted, long-sighted, sideways-sighted, diagonal-sighted, never mind.
Upside down-sided.
Upside down
Now, when you
sided,
said the
69
spiral,
sided.
they said they're spiral, right? Like I have a thought about that. It reminds me of something that you used to be able to buy on a very legitimate place. You
not
could sell sorts of stuff from the comic book. The
that's
spiral
not
glasses, they'd make you have X-ray vision, so you could see under chicks' clothes. That was the way they were selling it. You remember those? Or well, you're probably not old enough. Maybe you're old enough to remember the comic book.
Well, they did it on Mad and a handful of other things, and also my Boy Scout comics, or the Boy Scout little thingy mabobbers on the back, and then Mad, and then a handful of other things. Yeah, for $1.27 or something like that, plus shipping and handling, or what did they call it? On delivery or something, right? You had to pay them when they delivered it or something. What was that called?
Yeah, COD, cash on delivery.
Yeah, it was COD.
Yeah, there was a weird thing. But
so
it was totally legit. I never bought any because I'm not that weird and creepy. But for anybody that was, you know, they got to see through your clothes because they were just weird.
So my dad had his art gallery in Seaport Village, and in Seaport Village they had a magic shop, and the magic shop did sell the Boys Life. There we go. Thank you so much. I knew it was that. It was the Boy Scouts thing, and it's called Boys Life, and they did have ads for all those novelty things, the sea monkeys, and the seeing through the things, and then also they had a couple magic tricks that you could buy as well. Build your own hovercraft. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yeah, they had the thing where you could get the blueprints. Yeah, you could on the back of all of these magazines there was
I remember that. Yeah.
And it was a blueprint. You could pay $10 or something like that, right? And they would send you a blueprint. And if you didn't know how to build shit, you're screwed. But it was like you take the inner tube out of a certain type of tire, and then you
like a dump truck that you could never find inner tube anymore. But
and then you had to put a certain type of board on top of it, and then you put the seat from a go-kart on it, and then it was like very
and some fans. Do industrial fans, just a bunch of stuff you could find around your house.
Yeah, so
like gas lawnmower engines,
brainless.
Yeah. Chill. You think I've not got that shit already?
I think yeah. So here we go. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. It was 3 inner tube tires with these discs you made, and then you had to build the frame, and then it was the seat of a something, and it lifts 200 pounds.
How was it propelled?
You had a vacuum that you like hooked up to it, and the vacuum.
You just ran the vacuum backwards
or something. Let's go.
And if
let's
that
go
doesn't
like
work,
unicorn
Popular Mechanics got a lot of ads for all kinds of cool kits and stuff like that.
Like Jeebus, Brainless, the YouTube video.
And you know, $10 in today's dollars, that would be like about $197 in today's dollar. That's a lot of money for a set of blueprints.
Did it say the price? Because I think I threw that out there. I know, but I think I kind of threw that out there, and I may not have.
I don't think you're wrong though. I think it was under 20.
Yeah, no, I believe I'm right, but I'm just going to say I may have been not correct in that. And the other thing was there were blueprints on how to build half pipes and quarter pipes and stuff like that that you could buy as blueprints as well.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But those were more in the skater magazines, but same difference in the skater magazines.
Like Thrasher
Thrasher, Big Brother, Trans World, and
I remember Trans World.
I know there's one other motherfucking one that IE got. And dude, Big Brother, if you don't know what Big Brother magazine was, dude, that's where I saw the
Big Brother
raunchy shit.
Company.
Dude, no, Big Brother magazine. They showed like they taught you how to like give blowjobs. They like it was crazy. Like it was totally for adults. And it came in a brown paper bag.
Oh, okay, like you couldn't buy it. They couldn't have it front and center on the newsstand.
Yeah, no. I mean, Jeebus, dude, they had like so much crazy fucked up stuff, like dudes pooping on things and like explaining like what a Dutch oven was and other crazy, like
what an upper decker is that what you're
what an upper decker is and stuff like that.
I don't know if we need like somebody telling us how to do an upper decker. I'd rather people didn't do upper deckers generally speaking.
No, please don't. Brainless, did you find that?
Yeah, I don't do an upper decker.
I have no idea what all this stuff is.
There's a British magazine called
don't want to fucking know what we're talking about.
What video are you talking about, Slim?
Harry Warp, here's the YouTube video of someone who built one.
Of the actual hovercraft construction.
Yes, yeah.
Wait,
and
why am I not seeing it?
The Mythbusters did debunk it.
Oh, wait.
And it worked. No, sorry.
I've seen people build actual like real hovercrafts where they put like a whole bunch, like something you can put 2 people on and ride across your lawn and maybe a small lake on or something.
Yeah, and there was one where they did advertise that you could build a submarine as well, but I don't know was the madman.
That guy apparently started a company to explore the Titanic. And
Yeah, and we know how that ended.
Oh, that the next one that's coming up looks kind of.
Is it too soon?
Okay.
Was it too soon to make that joke?
No, it was
This is
not
going to be
too
a
soon.
quick one today,
No, it
guys.
wasn't too
This
soon.
is
It was too
a
deep.
hovercraft that we built for the kids a couple years ago. Tried building it as a kid, but the plans that you're seeing in the image on the screen right now.
Look at that thing there.
As a kid, it didn't work out so well because I didn't really have any help, and it was difficult to do. And growing up, I thought about what I did wrong and decided I wanted to build it for the kids. And this is basically it. So
that works.
Basically, what I'm going to do is just turn the vacuum on.
Oh, it's not tires. It's just airbags on the bottom. That's right. I forgot. Because my stepdad tried to help us build one of these, but we could never get the pockets to work right. And then it did this. It never moved. It just sat there. So you put
because there's no prop on the back.
Yeah, there's nothing propelling it anywhere. So of course.
No, but you
just a skirt around the outside.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we
that's the thing you'll have kids make on their own. Yeah, sure.
It's a tire cover. That's why I kept thinking it was a tire. No, it's a tire cover. But anyways. All right. Thank you, Brainless.
What the fuck? That's not something that for kids to be making. But
then you have to have it plugged in unless you got some giant batteries.
Yeah, no, it's redonkulous.
Well, you could put a generator on it.
I mean, you get a diesel genset, like a big cat diesel genset, and like
totally
you could go for a long time. I mean, you wouldn't go anywhere, but you'd be able to run the motor for a long time.
Yeah. Well, if it was downhill.
Sure, you could have fun doing that, and especially on a slick surface somehow, like on a slide or something, right? But anyways, let's blow on just a little bit more with this, and then we'll get into our next subject.
Bring a trippy, spiral design could offer an alternative to traditional multifocal lenses. They seem to produce clearer images than standard multifocals, even in dim light. The lenses were created by inventor Laurent Galinier. When Bertrand Simon at the Institut d'Optique Graduate School in France met Galinier through a scientific collaboration, he immediately wanted to test the lenses in the lab. The lens is round like a conventional contact lens, but it has a neatly coiled spiral created with a lathe on its surface. This spiral shape modifies the path that light rays take through the lens, meaning the lens doesn't have a single focal point, but several, some closer to the lens and some further away from it. Exactly how the spiral shape does this is unclear, but Simon says it seems to twist the light rays and create optical...
Simon says?
Yeah, Simon says that... Okay. Let's get into this, and then we have one more thing that I feel like we have to go over, although I don't really want to, and I didn't want to, but it is something that we do need to talk about. Anyway, so let's get into CBD in feminine products. So nude tampons, and then pads and liners, and they are CBD infused. Ah, crap! I pressed
the Alabama Supreme Court has decided that
we're not getting to that yet. Hold on. I'm gonna do that first, and then I'm getting into here. We're gonna go over the CBD stuff in more depth, because I feel like this is something.
Now I'm curious what you saved about Alabama.
You don't want a mother beep. No, but anyways, it's fucking horrible, and it could be a downfall to something. Anyways, let's get into this, which is fun to some extent, or at least like it is educational. So CBD infused tampons are a promising option to treat menstrual pain, the study finds.
Okay.
So tampons infused with CBD, and so it's not marijuana. It is CBD, which is the non-getting high version of marijuana's, if you didn't know.
Well,
but
you can have more of the one ingredient and less of the other, and you can have them balanced, and so like you could potentially, I guess, have
of course,
the
no,
other chemical, or
totally.
I forget what they call it.
But the major problem right now is some of the country and some of the world is anti-THC, but they're down with CBD. So this is the best way to go first, and then hopefully in the near future, people will be mixing them together and or other forms of natural pain relievers. So let's go on with this right quick. So achieved statistically significant pain reduction in cases of severe cramps and menstrual pain, according to a new study in the Journal of Endometriosis and Uterine Disorders. So they're already using on people that have horrible side effects from going.
I wanted to make a bad joke, but I'm just gonna do it. They're using it for pussy problems.
Exactly. This is how you make a woman actually have an orgasm. I'm just kidding. Because remember, just like with all of their conspiracies, women orgasms is a conspiracy. I'm just kidding. Obviously, I know we can. But anyways, so it also gives fewer side effects than anti-inflammatories while producing a similar pain relieving effect. So once again, let me see if I can go through this. Sure, let's keep going on. I was trying to see if I could see how long they've been doing this, but we'll get into there in a second. So the findings indicate the potential of CBD infused tampons as a promising option for managing menstrual pain. The 6-person research team wrote in a study. Further research and exploration of this innovative product can be contributed to the management of primary dysmenorrhea. I probably butchered but anyways, the condition involving painful muscle spasms and cramps that affect between half to 90% of people who menstruate. So according to this study, the CB1 and CB2 receptors, which interact with CBD, are widely distributed throughout the uterine tissue, making it an ideal target for localizing disposition of cannabinoids to relieve pain. They also obviously did the placebo-controlled design in participants, and so there was a blind study, if I'm reading this properly.
So
participants,
it
that would be the best kind. It would be important to have that control to see how much to avoid psychosomatic.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly how you do a study, is with a blind study. But everybody who were the ones that had CBD, they reported their pain levels as well as their general satisfaction with the product.
So I'm just curious if it mentions if they tested against like other, because it sounds like they were trying to focus the attention of the actual, like the release of the medication close to the tissue that's got the issue, as opposed to like a general situation where you're like just getting it like a transdermal type receiving of it, or like I tried one where you just put drops under your tongue and it's supposed to help your whole body. It wasn't supposed to it was not supposed to target the tongue. It was just how to absorb it.
Sure.
Yeah, usually the tongue is a place where you quite quickly absorb.
I think that was particularly the tissue underneath it, where there's like a lot of absorption of something taken by mouth, I guess. But it's an interesting concept. It is a genuinely experienced problem on various levels, and I think that's why they're saying like 50 to 90, because I think obviously, I mean, I can't really speak to it directly, but I know I have lots of people I've spoken to who talk about this being a constant problem, or a problem that varies greatly throughout life, or on a month to month or year to year basis.
Person to person, like
yeah, and person to person too. But
I've known
some
women
people
like
have it
like, oh yeah,
sometimes and not others.
it's an inconvenience because, oh yeah, but like I've met people that just are out for a couple of days, like.
Yes, I
Yeah,
have
because the
friends
the
that
pain is ridiculous. Like it's
It's
not just
it's almost unbearable. Like
yes, and yeah. Anyways, the reason why I want to say that they're doing it like directly to that place is just like what happens when you have muscle spasms or you have a muscle pain. You're gonna put the menthol pad right on
yeah,
that
it was a topical,
specific,
yeah, for sure.
yeah, okay. So that's why I believe they're doing it where it is right in that place, and not just like putting it in your tongue and hoping that your body is gonna transport it
yeah,
down
no,
to
and
your.
I guess that's what I'm
So
getting at, is that they compare
so
the two. Like, is it
that's
actually
more. That's why I believe you're going to be doing that, is because you want to go directly into those nerve endings, those things and the stuffs and the things, right?
And
So
it's not
anyways,
necessarily to remove the problem, it's to numb the pain. It's to like lessen the amount of pain experienced.
exactly, and
Okay.
that's why we're talking about this.
Yeah,
So
no,
anyways,
it's a valid
So-
thought here for sure.
So the team considered various parameters, including vaginal irritation, sensitivity, systematic toxicity, material mediated polygenicity, and I love how they put "and" twice. Great editors. Anyways, potential toxic shock syndrome risk as well. All tests were passed and confirmed that the safety of them being infused, CBD infused as the tampons. It seems like the percentage of the balsam basal pain, increases and reaches 100% in the final days of menstruation. So let's see. I want to just say how less than 5% of participants experience irritation, but between 37% and 40% meanwhile reported improvement in the level of vaginal dryness. So it didn't dry them out some, and that does semi make sense, because you're obviously you can't, I mean, but let's see how long this study has been going on. That's what I really want to see, because I think it was 2 years they've been doing it, if I remember correctly. So they've been doing this for a hot second. It didn't say that, and it didn't tell me our sample size is either. And that's another thing that I really wanted to see, was the actual sample size, because if you're doing like 200 people, that's a very, very, very small sample size comparatively to 10,000 people or something. And again, I don't see that, and I've been skimming pretty fast through this. But anyways, it is a very potential thing that could be happening, that some people can be using in the near future, and maybe maybe not tampons per se, but maybe they come up with a gel. Maybe they come up with something that you can put on your outer lips or on the outside, or rub it in a certain area, and maybe not internal.
Rub it.
That may do the same kind of thingy mabobber. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe we.
Oh,
we're
yes, I
getting
know what you're
close
saying.
to. Yeah, we're getting close to coming up with maybe a natural solution for. Yeah,
We're close to coming.
I'm gonna keep saying inappropriate things as we go. Yeah,
and I'm
exactly,
gonna make
something
it
out,
giggity.
like
Are you trying to
gel.
see how inappropriate you can get?
That's exactly what we're trying to do.
In
That's
one news
what we
item?
always, that's what we always do. on this channel, just like
Grin, grin, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
exactly.
Say no more.
All
Say
right.
no more. Yeah.
Mama, did you skim it, and does it tell us how long the study has been for? Because I think we kind of get it, and we will get to understanding more about it once we have more studies done. But anyways, everybody go there and look up that link that Mama put in the side of my chats to learn more information about it, especially if you are interested in it. If you do menstruate, I shouldn't have said the do in there, but if you menstruate, then look into this, and especially if you don't mind smoking the marijuanas and or CBD and
Small sample size. Small sample size.
Yeah, very, very small sample size. So once again,
and absence of study replication.
Yeah, we have to wait a couple more years and or for other organizations to
but like we know what's going to happen. This information is out. There's going to be
people shoving bongs in the snatches.
Okay,
I know, like you can get CBD oil, right?
Or you think people like just take matters into their own hands? Yeah.
Please,
you know, it may not be advisable.
Do that.
It might not be advisable, and I don't
inside
even know
your vagina that are not made for those things to go inside of your vag and anus and a couple other holes.
I gotta go. Bye.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. That was perfect timing.
But if your significant other doesn't mind taking a bong rip and blowing it into your pussy, fucking go for it. I'm down for promoting bong hole blowing from your significant other. Don't overdo it, obviously, but hey, if you want to have some smoke blowing, never mind. That's probably not a good thing to say. But anyways, let's keep going on. I'm gonna grab another beer right quick while. Let me see. Let's show this right quick, and then I will be back in a couple seconds after a burr. I was gonna go over this, but this pretty much goes over, and then we'll go over the last subject, which is not that fun, but it's something we need to go over. So I will be. Let me see. I need to make sure my avatar is the right. Yep, that's mine. Okay. All right. I will be right back as soon as I share and.
Mom is ready to try it. Woo! What McDonald's is that?
Oh God, I hate those things.
Introvert heaven.
And there is that.
That's
the McDonald's across the street from the Port Authority where you catch the Greyhounds in New York City had a conveyor belt order fill system like that. It wasn't running when I was there. It was the middle of the night, but
like designing and building that. Oh fuck, that's awesome. So
I
what
prefer
you got?
to order my food with a person.
Oh no!
But
I always do the touchscreen thingy.
The only other thing about that is, if anything breaks down, so there's still got to be like humans there. So it's silly, but I get it kind of, but not really. I mean, like it's in. All right, so here we blow. Here we blow.
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything. We're just going to get right into it.
Oh, it's got YouTube's COVID warning.
We're going to begin this hour, though, with a controversial court ruling in a case concerning in vitro fertilization. This medical procedure is commonly used by couples with fertility problems. Alabama's all-Republican Supreme Court ruled on Friday that the microscopic frozen embryos created during in vitro treatment have the same rights as children. Now, this is a first-of-its-kind decision, and the people are very shaken by this. The critics...
Did you all hear that?
What? Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
We are not allowed to attack, destroy COVID virus in our bodies because they're basically the same, right? Just lumps of cells.
A tumor is the same thing. What are the other handful of other things? Skin tags. There's so many things. Go ahead, Commander.
Can I offer? I know very few people who watch this stream are religious, but it's been, even before the Jeebus came along, it's been Jewish tradition that for the purposes of punishing someone for taking a life, human life begins at birth. One of the reasons is, well, how do you know that the child was to be born anyway, especially in the Bronze Age? There's obviously Numbers chapter 5, verse 11 through 22, which indicates that if a husband feels his wife has been unfaithful, the Levitical priests mix a drink and a miscarriage is induced. There's another verse where I forget that is where if someone punches or harms a pregnant woman and she miscarries, the husband is supposed to be compensated as if the child was property, and only after breath is that person actually protected for capital crimes. Because if you're going to take a life for a life, you're going to have to make sure that that person was going to be born in the first place. That's just an observation. This was before the Jeebus.
Yeah, but this has nothing to do with the rights of babies or embryos. This has to do with we want to control what women do.
No,
I know.
It's control. It's religious controlism, or doing it in the name of
people
the
with
faith.
uteruses.
But
actually, it's just like finding an issue, right? That has little to do with our daily lives. We're protecting the babies, so guess what? Your boss gets to pay less taxes than you do, and you make a minimum, a lower percentage of his income than you do. It's a distraction. It doesn't have much
wait.
effect.
If they got the same rights as children, oh my God! Everybody that has embryos frozen, they should go to the town hall or whatever, and get them to make passports for them or ID cards.
Or I got it.
Because if they are a human, they should have that.
Let's if they're now humans, right?
Sure.
Let's get eggs and sperm together and then freeze them and then declare them dependents on our taxes.
Hey, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, that's a good idea. The government would fucking hate that bullshit. Anyways. So really quick, in the Bible it says
no, but in that case, like, don't you guys get child support over there? If they count embryo as child support,
that's exactly what Commander just said. That's what she was saying. A dependent is child support or whatever from the government. So yeah, exactly. Anyways, so in the Bible it says
and if you qualify for social services, you should just make children that way, have them in the freezer, and then collect the government checks. I'm sorry.
Well, so shouldn't I be able to do with all the sperm in my balls? So what? I got 1 million kids, 500,000 kids in my balls.
No.
So
they were talking about embryos. Embryos.
But like we were talking about.
No, but like if you would find a woman that says like, oh yeah, I don't want kids. Like, oh, let's make embryos together, because in Alabama they count as children.
Let's make
Oh,
embryos
oh my God, that's got to be family
together.
business over there.
Anyways, so
Hey, cousin, want to get some
what it
more
says,
money?
like Commander was getting, like Commander was getting at. It says in the Bible that life begins at the first breath once the baby is born.
Actually,
Just
that's
like
Jewish tradition, but you can
Yes.
read it through the law in the Torah where they're treated as the baby's treated as property until birth.
And that means in
America, that's until they're 18. Oh.
in the scientific field, that means that if you were to take that baby out of the womb before that, they would not be viable. They could not live. We have gazillions of examples of preemies, and why some of them do is because we have incubators and blah blah blah. But technically, it's not a human being until it's viable.
Yeah, no, but not.
womb.
Okay, so
Then
how many? So if you get a miscarriage, is that murder?
No.
Well, you know
Well,
what?
and over there it is.
Have you looked up what happened in Texas and a handful of other places like
Oh
Mississippi?
yeah,
Women have been
It
almost
shouldn't be
charged with
murder.
murder for having a fucking miscarriage.
My
Not
mom
because-
had two miscarriages before she had my brother and I. And if these assholes were in charge, she'd probably be in prison before she had us. But she wanted to have us, and
Yes.
miscarriages happen, and no one's happy about it.
Yeah,
And
and so
one
and
other-
like I believe it was in Texas. A woman, like, it was just a fact. Like, if she would carry the baby until to be born, like
Term,
she
yeah.
the baby would not survive. That was a
Yeah.
fact.
It had no
But
liver.
also
and
the
no-
chance that that she would survive was slim.
Yeah.
She almost definitely would die. Like, how the fuck is that not murder?
It's because these people are
Fucking
so
government,
religiously zealot. They think they need to control people's lives because in the Bible it says if you are not out there doing God's work, then you won't make it into heaven. I don't remember where or where exactly and how it said in the right
I don't have my tablet
book of the fucking whatever. But
Um,
anyways, it's something close to that, right? It says
It's
you need to be
It's faith without works is dead, and then there was an interesting thing in Florida. If you were able to take, we are saved by grace through faith, not of works, lest any man should boast. But what James said, faith without deeds is dead, and basically make it kind of cohesive where you
Yeah.
said you were not justified by your works, but yet they were outgrowth of your faith. You voted
Yeah.
for John Kerry. So that was like weird where the evangelicals were absolute. You know, you don't have to do jack diddly squat and you can be the most rotten piece of shit in the world. And if you insist that actually behaving like a Christian is part of being a Christian, then you believe in a works-based gospel. I was involved in politics. I'm sorry, we got off track.
No. And
No,
then
no,
also there's
that's not off
there's
track.
and then there is one more thingy-mabobber that I don't remember exactly where it is and how it's phrased per se, but there is a thing that says lying in the name of God so that you can propagate and get more people to be followers is okay as long as you're doing it for in the name of God to blah. Anyways, let's blow on a little
you're
bit
not
more.
allowed to be evil unless you do it for God.
Well, and the other fucked up thing about Christianity is I can go and molest my cousin that's underage and get her pregnant and then blah, blah, blah. But if I repent at the end of the day, I get to go to heaven. Like, what are you talking? Like that's the craziest scapegoat. That's the craziest scapegoat about that religion is I can go rob a bank. I can go murder police officers. I can go to prison. But on my deathbed, if I really, really believe that I'm repenting for my sins, so now we're gonna be up in heaven with a bunch of fucking serial murder, rapist, killer of kids.
If with
Like,
your last
what are you
breath,
talking about?
if with your last breath you repent, you go to heaven.
Well, there is the little hook that they say you have to believe in your repentance. Not you can't just do it and go, "Oh, I'm sorry, God," and then you have to believe in it. That's why you're
Sincerely
reborn in the
sorry,
name.
they say.
Yeah. But of course, like if you think you're about to die and you believe in the Ghee and the Satans and all the other weird, if you repent, you're totally gonna believe in it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, God, please!" Like when I was a teenager, I used to really, really believe that I was talking to Jesus and God up in the heavens, and I used to pray and be like, "Yeah, you're really there. I know I'm a junkie and I blah 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 did these things, but I was like, if you just help me through this crisis and that's the craziness of faith is these people will literally be like, oh, I murdered and killed and raped and blah 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 all these people this, but now I can be in prison and become born again. Like, wait, how does that really supposedly work? That doesn't make any sense, and it's scary that is the scapegoat with this religion, just like Major Green Twat. Go ahead.
I was just going to point out, look at the propaganda Putin's pulling. He's saying, we are strict Orthodox Christian nation, and everyone in the West is gay, Jewish, Nazi. And
yeah,
where let's look. Thou shalt not steal. The orcs are taking everything that's not laid down, not nailed down. Oh, coveting your neighbor's wife. Well, there's the rape. Thou shalt not murder. So how is this a strict Orthodox?
They're trying to steal a complete fucking country.
Yeah, and the other
exactly.
thing, and then the other thing about the 10 Commandments is like 3 to 4 of them is just don't not pray to God, or don't like. God wants you to be so up his own ass that you have to be faithful to him for in front of everything. And it's like really weird. Like if you had 10 commandments and 15 technically before a dumbass broke fucking 5 of them on the tablet or something, which doesn't make any fucking sense that he went back up there to like have them fucking drawn or whatever the retabulated or re-chiseled. Anyways. Well, yeah, but anyways, it's fucking insanity. Like, how do adults not understand these are fables? These are stories, just like Leprechauns, Santa, and the Tooth Fairy. They're all stories that you're supposed to get life lessons from when you're younger. And then when you become an adult, somebody is supposed to actually tell you, okay, there may be a God, but like, he literally, just like Santa, isn't watching you 24/7. You literally don't need to be on a bended knee, and don't give all your money to the fucking church because like you need it for retirement. Like I never understood the whole, if you give money to the church, you're going to get 3 times back in monies or whatever. You're going to become 3 times richer or something. I never understood that whole like evangelical gospel fucking weird thing. Like, give me all your money and then God will make you rich because you made me rich. Like, what are you talking about? God doesn't need money, you twat whistles. If God wanted to make a fucking gazillion dollar fucking mega church, he would have just made the guy have the money. Like, there's so many easy ways for God to just like make things work without fucking scamming underprivileged people that don't have the money, or grandmas and grandpas with their fucking social security checks and shit. Like, that's how you know this fucking bullshit is a scam, is because the pastors, priests, and all the other people, they're fucking doing all these scam shit that you can see.
Can I give the verse that actually caused me to started out Jewish, became a Christian, went back to the synagogue, but there's one Christian verse that actually led me away from Christianity. If
Do it.
anyone does not teach in accordance with the sound doctrine of basically the Jeebus, they're puffed up with conceit and understand nothing. They have unhealthy cravings for quarrels about unhealthy cravings for quarrels about words amongst men who are depraved in mind and deprived in truth, who imagine godliness as a means of gain. Then there's much to be gained with godliness with contentment. But it's because of the lust for gain. I'm paraphrasing at this point.
Of course, go
That
ahead.
they've been that these people have been pierced by many grifts.
Yeah.
And I notice all the grifting and that all the evangelical leaders, they were having the unhealthy cravings for quarrels about words which produce enmity, slander, and division. And basically, there was none of them who actually gave a damn about anything besides causing fights.
Yeah. And because there's a gazillion and a half versions of Christianity, and then when I was younger, I also just saw how there were the priests, and in Sunday school, they were manipulating what I was reading. Like they kind of were like, don't actually read it. I'm going to tell you what this is. And then when I was like, wait, doesn't this mean certain things? And they're like, I got kicked out of Sunday Christian school. Or sorry, no. It was the kids reading or the kids Bible study, the youth Bible studies on Tuesday or whatever. And the guy who was the head of it, and I believe he's a pastor somewhere, he had tattoos all up and down his arms. And this was in the 1990s. But he was like, blah, blah, blah. And I raised my hand. I'm like, but if you read it this way, that doesn't technically say that. And he's like, he walked me outside and he's like, you know what? We can't have you here anymore. You ask too many questions. It's like, I'm just reading the Bible like you fuckers told me to do. Like, what are you talking about? Just because I understand words better than these other 12-year-olds or whatever doesn't mean that
yeah.
But
sorry.
Anyways, let's blow on a little bit more with this idiocracy, and then we'll go from there.
Say it could severely limit access to IVF. Jan Crawford has the story.
The Alabama Supreme Court's groundbreaking ruling stems from lawsuits brought by three couples who underwent IVF procedures at a reproductive clinic in the state between 2013 and 2016, resulting in healthy births, with their remaining embryos frozen and stored at a hospital facility in Mobile. That is, until an unauthorized patient wandered into the storage room and accidentally dropped several embryos, destroying them. The couples then sued the medical clinic and the hospital for wrongful death. In the majority opinion written by Justice...
Oh my Jesus Christ, you psychopaths. Wrong... it could have not been that,
okay, like that they were sue them for something. I get that, but wrongful death?
Destroying personal property. That's what it literally would have been, right? It would not be death. Oh my Jesus Christ.
If you basically hit a woman in the stomach and she miscarriages, the husband shall be compensated as the child as property. If they want to be biblical, but they should have gotten their storage fees and something for and the cost of making the embryos, the in vitro, and maybe something else for having the shitty security.
Audio is messing up.
Penalized, but to say that it's wrongful death is silly.
Yeah, and
your audio is messing up.
We heard most. Pretty much you got your point across, but you are roboting. So, but anyways, we're gonna go a little bit further. And sorry, I didn't mean to burp. Excuse me, pardon me.
Yes, you were.
And let's go a little bit further
Mitchell,
into
the
this.
state Supreme Court ruled their lawsuits could go forward, saying unborn children are children without exception based on developmental stage, physical location, or any other ancillary characteristics. while the concurring opinion quoted scripture. What the Alabama Supreme Court ruled is,
Dude, these people just wanted to make a crap ton of money by suing somebody to make money. That's what these fuckers did. And now they fucked the whole system because now we're screwed because now they're saying frozen embryos are fucking children under state law in Alabama. What the fuck is going on anymore? I don't even understand this
and you know
fucking
what?
life.
You know what's going to come from this? People in other states are going to be quoting this like, oh, but in Alabama they said.
Yeah, no, it's totally gonna be that's why we're going over this, because this is gonna be a snowball effect that is gonna be happening after this. Other fucking places like Mississippi, South Carolina, and a couple other places like that, they're gonna fucking fall into place with this and try to use it. So hopefully the Supreme Court flips this over soon, like that Supreme Court, not just the Supreme Court in Alabama, but a higher Supreme Court nationally. But we'll see. That's why this is so scary, and this is why I said this is why we're talking about it today.
An embryo basically is a person.
When you say that an embryo, microscopic embryo, is a person, then you're going to say, well, you can't freeze people. You can't do genetic testing on them. If you are somebody who has excess embryos and you want to donate them to medical research, you're certainly not going to.
Hey, man, if you got some extra embryos, hey, throw them over here. No, I'm just kidding. Extra embryos, that sounded so fucking crazy the way she said that. Okay, I have to hear that again. Here we go.
If you are somebody who has excess embryos and you want to donate them to medical
research, you're
certainly not going to be able to do that.
Barbara Kalura, CEO of Resolve, an infertility advocacy group, says the ruling could make IVF in Alabama less efficient and more expensive and prompt others to try to follow Alabama's lead. But Eric Johnston, president of the Alabama Pro-Life Coalition, says the court's ruling reflects state law.
We can worry about the cost of a lot of things, but I think
Bro, you're not having any kids in the rest of your fucking life. Why are you fucking even in this fucking thing?
Because he wants to control
Should
women.
he be selling fried chicken? He needs to sell fried chicken and shut the fuck up.
He should be selling something inside of a fucking fast food restaurant. This fucking douche-nose little loser.
He does look like the.
He does. He totally. But I am. It is horribly silly, and it's horrible that people that can't even fucking make babies anymore are putting their fucking foot in the fucking race. And it's like, bro, what do you have to what do you know that it's like
if you're
to be a fucking college kid?
If you're pro-life, then you should encourage fertility clinics and in vitro so that people who want kids can actually have them. You're fucking up people's ability to have kids now.
Yeah, but their brain is so their brain is so small and so smooth, they think that the ghee tells them that these things are wrong when it actually improves lives a gazillion times. And if your God was so fucking amazing, why are there so many complications during childbirth that causes like 30 to 50, well, it used to be 80% complications and death and other things with the mother and the child. Now I think we're at 30% or something like that, I think. But anyways, if God was so pro-life, why does he make it that everybody dies, most besides the father, of course, the male? But why does the mom and or the child or both in a lot of cases back in the day not survive? That doesn't make any sense, you weird twat whistles. And like also like having 2 to 3 kids also increases the chances of that not there being more complications as well. So why did the ghee make it so that it doesn't work to have children very easy? Wouldn't you think that like that would be the thing? And the other thing that I want to say about if there was a God and or if this was a simulation, there would be a time period before people and newborns died, right? If you were a god, why are you letting stillborns happen for no reason? That doesn't make any sense. You would just make people be able to like grow up to be 5 years old, and then you can start dying or something weird, right? And if this was a video game, why do some players not even get to exist? So once again, that's the weird like thing that like if God did make this, and if there is a God up there, fuck you. And like that's insane to like, especially if there's like two babies, two embryos that start and then one eats the other one. Isn't that a weird thing too? Like there's septic twins or whatever that's
also,
called.
Lift your finger to the sky, Hasa Duba, Igowai. That's from the Book of Mormon. It means "fuck you, God." Is that kind of what you were going for?
That's exactly what I was going for. But go ahead, bring this right quick.
Now I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry, but anyways, do you see what I'm like?
Oh, yeah.
Why would this? Go ahead.
Like, if God exists, he is the evil one, and Lucifer is the good one. And also, like, Lucifer brings the light. He wants he wants you to be the best you that you can be. God wants you to destroy.
That's
why can I give a example? Now this is actually not only modern but like medieval and ancient Jewish thought. There's a book in the Bible called Esther.
Yeah.
Where where you have this king who gets drunk and casts his wife away, finds new wives, and then basically inadvertently orders the murder of all the Jewish people because someone appealed to his ego. And then basically there are sages who say God is like King Ahasuerus. He's basically a drunkard who will sell you away and then sometimes save you. But he's basically kind of, the way I would put it is someone who makes pets but doesn't take very good care of them.
Yeah. And also,
I'm sorry if I bugged you with that.
No. We love all the information that you have to share with us, Commander, and that's why we love having you on. Because you have a little bit more information than my dumbass has. Like I'm almost up there with most of what you say, but a quarter of the time or half, you do let us into a little bit more information than I have. And so no, we love when you tell us those little tidbits that we have not heard before, didn't know. So no, thank you, Commander.
Yeah. Fuck. I lost my train of thought again.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I do that.
No. It was already before you started talking. I was like, oh yeah, I got to pause my game. And what was I thinking just a second ago?
So anyways, what we're going to do right now is we're going to go around the table and we're going to see if anybody wants to say anything before we get the fuck out of here. Because we went through all the thingy-mabobbers and I have a great palette cleanser. And if you're watching this in the future and as soon as I start this, we just say goodbye and we ended, it's because we got copyright claimed. But I don't know if Lonely Island is gonna, but we'll see. But this is what I want to do for the palette cleanser. So Commander, is there anything you want to tell us before we get out of here? What are we doing Saturday?
We are going to be 7 p.m. Eastern, US, Canada, the Deep State Derp Report, and we're going to be pointing and laughing at Roger Mudfossil. Hope you will be there, and I gotta download all the videos and stuff, but I'll have it ready.
Oh, that's gonna be fun, and I went through a bunch of his videos and watched them, so I have a lot of commentary to definitely add in, and being somebody who's collected fossils and been around like
well, we've been around Pip.
Well, Pip being an ancient, and also like around dig sites and other things. I was taught how to like look at things to tell exactly kind of what they is or isn't. And remember, pareidolia is a motherfucker if you don't understand pareidolia.
It's 100% pareidolia.
Yeah, and like I get it. I see fucking faces. I see dragons. I see animals in things all the time, but I know that it's
not
fucking
even
fake.
talking about all the voices, right?
Yeah, no, the voices in my head tell me all kinds of weird things. Shut up over there. And especially when they speak Spanish and I don't know. Never mind. That's another joke for somebody else. But anyways, yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. So, Brainless, is there anything you want to say before we get the fuck out of here?
Well, it would be fun if we got a lot of people on Friday stream for Pit.
Yeah,
because then I'll be a bit older.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's Brainless Steel's birthday.
Yes.
Oh Jesus. Okay. All right. Well, Friday.
Yeah, you gotta be there, motherfucker.
2 days. 2 days. In 2 days, it's Brainless's birthday. We're gonna do it on Pip's stream. Commander, if you would put the link for the channel,
DSA.
Yeah,
the DSA channel.
Pull that up.
Yep. And tomorrow we are going over, if I remember properly, I do. It is MAGA lunatics say demented things. And I have, dude, they're getting so scurry the closer we get to all of Trump's indictments, all of the money that he owes, him like saying that he stinks and wearing diapers, and like I don't know if you know, but like he went to SneakerCon and he like brought out these gold sneakers and some
Clown
dick cheese
shoes.
Yeah, pretty much. And this Dick Cheese CEO douche nozzle paid $9,000 to buy a pair of those sneakers with his signature on it. But they're selling his shoes for $400 each that will not start production until in July.
The stupid thing is, like, they indeed probably ended up giving Trump a lot of money, but do realize those sneakers will get worth more.
No, I know.
There is gonna be people that are gonna be collecting shit. Especially like, when was he president? During COVID. COVID is history. That's gonna be in the history books.
Yeah, and he has like 3 different shoes out, and he also brought out towels or something else as well as a product, and we'll go over that.
Towels,
And I
like,
gave.
does he even?
I also gave Brainless Steel a Midas Touch video, and in the Midas Touch video, there's clips of Donald Trump saying, basically, some people call me DJ, some people call me blah, and some people call me Lucifer, and then he just stops.
Yeah. Yep. I saw that clip. Anyways, let's let's blow on, and when we do the MAGA stuff tomorrow, we'll be going over things that Trump has said and the slip-ups and
slip up. So you're gonna say we're gonna go over everything he said in his life,
and we're gonna play that amazing Remix Brothers thing of him going or whatever, you know. So we have that tomorrow.
Yeah, that was
fun. But if you've never seen this before, you're welcome. Today is going to be a great day, even after watching this. So everybody, thank you very much for being here, and we will see you tomorrow for MAGA lunatics say demented.
By the way,
Go ahead.
On tomorrow's stream, we will pass my 12 o'clock. So on tomorrow's stream, it will also be my birthday.
Okay, so we'll go over Brainless's birthday tomorrow as well. So thank you all very much. And we're gonna watch this, and then we'll say bye as soon as this.
That was funny.
All right, thank you all very much.
That's how Don Jr. starts every day with.
It's totally how Don
He eats
Jr.
a bag of white powder.
He definitely does, and then he goes
Oh,
on
well,
his fucking.
then like the Big Macs ain't that big of a problem, right?
No, no.
Compared
We're
to
not talking
this.
about Donald Trump. We're talking about Don Jr. Don
Yeah,
Jr. doesn't
that's
eat
what I'm
the Big
saying. Like
Macs.
then his dad's habits are not as bad.
Yeah, no, of course not. He goes through so much fucking cocaine, and I believe some type of alcohols, allegedly. If you've ever watched his live streams that he does like once or 2 times a day on his dad's social media, I don't remember, but dude, he looks more fucked up than I look every time we do a stream. And I know I look like I'm high and drunk, but no, and
But
his
that's
eyes are
because
like,
you are.
well, and his eyes are like this too, like he is spun out of his fucking brain, dude. If I've ever seen a cokehead, he's definitely one of those. All right, folks, thank you very much for being here. We'll see you next time, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Everybody say bye.
Bye, bitches.
Bye.